Your Toyota BC Dealers presents BC Outdoors Sport Fishing.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah.
Hot fish.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Come on, Heather. Oh, we got a quad.
With your host, Mike Mitchell.
Oh, he's coming this way, no.
BC Outdoors Sport Fishing is brought to you by Rapala, Yamaha, Freshwater Fisheries Society of BC, Port Boathouse, and the Pacific Salmon Foundation.
Yeah! 2 for 2.
I think the theme of today's show is how many times I can say micro flasher. Welcome everybody to BC Outdoor Sport Fishing. I'm your host, Mike Mitchell. Today we're Jason from Bonchovie. Jason, welcome back to the show.
Thanks, Mike.
So right now we're in Granville Island. We're gonna make the run over to Crofton, which is on Vancouver Island.
Yeah, you
and
bet.
pick up Corey and Brian from the Pacific Salmon Foundation. And then we got to do some stuff with them, and then we're gonna go do some other stuff, right? So
Yeah,
what
exactly.
are we looking at?
On the way home, it's roughly 35 miles across, and then on the way back, it puts us in a prime spot to fish off the mouth of the Fraser. Okay. So we'll go and target late run Chinook and the odd coho and the odd pink, hopefully.
That sounds awesome. So I think we got two choices: stand here and talk, or go fish.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go fishing.
Let's go.
All right. Well, we made the run over. The winds and rain held off for us, and we're beautiful spots. We're Maple Bay, and we're taking part in something pretty special here, right?
Really special. This is brand new. We call this micro trolling. So think about fishing at a really, really small scale. And the idea came from originally a PhD student at UVic named Will Dogood, who's fishing out beside us on one of the other boats. And Kevin Palet from BC Conservation Foundation is with us, and Kevin is one of their main players in doing a lot of work under the Sailor Sea program. And so this really is new.
Yeah.
And it really targets the critical question about when are we losing juvenile Chinook and coho.
Yeah. And so Kevin, you guys have been doing this. You had your pilot year was last year, as we're going to talk about later too. But this is the second or first real full year of you guys doing this, right?
Right, we're just getting into this full scale this year in the summer of 2015. We're now in September 2nd today.
Yeah.
So these fish are just preparing to go into their first winter at sea, and we're capturing them now to the size of about somewhere between 150 and 190 millimeters.
Yeah.
And they're really
Small,
still
yeah.
quite small. So we're just trying to figure out how many of these little guys are going to be coming back to the river in 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
All right, well, let's start staring at some rods and catch some of these big fish, or little fish, sorry.
Little fish.
Awesome. Oh yeah. I got a fish on. I'm not even lying, I got one on. See that? Eagle eye, eagle eye. Look at that. And this is probably what you're looking for here.
Could be.
Right away. This other rod was just going like this again. Ding, ding, ding. I'm like, that's not bait. All right, so that was quite quick. We just got the gear down.
There we go.
Chance. You can see we got aerators in here.
Yeah.
Looks like he's 183 millimeters. The next thing we do is apply the pit tag. It's called a passive integrated transponder, but what it really is a microchip. And the idea is that we're putting unique codes in all these different fish so we can tell who comes back to the river, and we're trying to figure out why. So we're doing two things. One is figuring out what the relative rate of return is on these fish versus fish that may be released in the river. And the second part is we're trying to figure out if there's any relationship between size when we tag them or some other aspect we're not aware of at this point to see if there's any correlations with that in marine survival. And the final piece to the puzzle is we need a sample of this fish's tissue for DNA. So the reason is that we're not catching just couch and fish out here. These could be anything. So what we do is just take a tiny sliver, if it'll let me, and that's enough to send back to the lab at the biological station, and they can run it through their system and tell us where this fish is supposed to be going back to.
So aside from the DNA, the size, the location, what other stuff are you guys, what other samples and stuff are you guys taking on these fish, or what else are you doing to these fish?
Well, the main thing for us is the diet,
Yeah.
because that's part of the ecology of the animal, what it's eating.
Yeah.
And so Will on the other boat, he has a technique where he can actually wash out the stomach and see what it's eating.
Okay.
Now we don't do that on a lot of fish because we're not sure if it affects its survival, so we don't want to really promote that.
Yeah.
But it's actually very interesting. He was saying last week apparently they had 3 tiny octopus in one
yeah,
stomach,
yeah.
right?
Neat,
so
yeah.
you do find some interesting things, but there's quite a bit you can do with them. You don't want to do it on all of them because
No.
you want them to survive.
And again, all this is just going to help us for the future fishery in this
That's
area
what the
and all
whole
over, right?
Sailor Sea project is about, is recovering Chinook and coals so we can get back to sustainable recreational fishing we had in the past, right?
Yeah.
And of course, the value of that is the communities,
Yeah.
the return for investment there. And that it was huge in the past, and it's really suffered recently.
So we've taken this guy out of the anesthetic, we put him back into the main cooler.
Yeah.
Again, we got that aeration. We usually give him a minute or two in darkness just to recover from that.
Okay.
And as soon as he's right side up and looking lively, we
Back in,
throw him back
go,
over.
go, and he's going to have no issues.
No issues whatsoever.
Great.
What was the exact foot that you hooked that on?
Well, I'm going to say we had it down at 103, and then you got to come up 20, so I'm going to say 83 feet with the dangle. Comments? Mike Mitchell caught it.
Mike Mitchell,
Yeah.
okay.
The Mike
Duly
Mitchell.
noted.
Capital THE. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely pinner. You're done. Size.
Look at you.
You ready?
Hawkeye.
Eagle eyes.
That's right.
Here we are with another one. Just a trophy.
Wow. All right, well, we're going to process this guy, and then I think we're going to head out and go chase their bigger brothers.
That was probably a good idea.
Yeah. Thanks for
Hey,
doing that.
thanks,
for
Mike. I
joining
appreciate
everybody.
it.
This is awesome. This is a really cool thing, and we're lucky that to be able to do this, and I really thank you. I can't thank you enough for having us out to do this.
No problem. Hopefully we get some very awesome results off this in 2 to 5 years' time.
Awesome. Great.
Drop your anchor. We'll be right back. Closed captioning is fueled by the Sport Fishing Institute of BC.
Double header.
I lost this one. Ah! This one's gone.
There we go.
Oh, he's still there. Here, Mike.
Jay, how often do you get to fight a fish?
Not very often,
you
to
go.
be honest with you. I was just clearing a rod and it hit, so that's a good start.
Yeah.
A little bigger than
How you doing, Brian?
This one's quieted
grab the
down
net
quite a
here.
bit, but it's here. There he is. He or she.
Out there. Small Chinook.
Looks like it.
This one's a little better. You okay?
Yeah.
Come around the clip here and then back up, Brian. He looks all right. How's that fish, Jay?
A little bigger, I think.
Yeah.
Not a monster, but a decent fish, I think.
Yeah.
Recently, they've been kind of in that 10 to 18 pound
Yeah.
bracket for the most part. There's the odd larger one,
Yeah.
but
That took a good run, though.
oh yeah, no, definitely took a bit of line
Yeah.
there.
So obviously, if you can see in the background, this is kind of a familiar spot for us. We've had some success over here. So we're kind of just outside of UBC, right?
Yeah, right up the north arm
Yeah.
of the Fraser River.
Little guy, gonna go back. Nice fresh little white Chinook. Very pretty.
Gorgeous. Good start to the day, or good start to the afternoon anyway.
Hey buddy, head back.
Just took a good run though, didn't it?
Sure did.
That's not a bad fish though.
Yeah. Good scrapper.
Some shoulders on him. Twins, pretty much.
Yeah. Beauty.
Yeah. Double headers.
Beauty. Good start.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
I only got one. That's it.
That wasn't a Chinook.
Yes, it was.
No way.
Gone.
That was.
Awesome. Yeah! 2 for 2!
All right.
All right.
We got a fish on there.
Hey, Corey, what did you get that one on? Which side is that on there, Corey?
I think we got a nice little micro flasher
Yeah.
here and
VCO teaser head. Look at that.
beauty. It's an awesome teaser head. I just, I didn't have a lot of confidence in the micro flasher.
Well, you know, sometimes you just gotta step out of your realm of comfort here
Yeah.
and join the real world.
Oh, it's really uncomfortable right now.
Yes, we know. We can tell. That's awesome.
I was super
How's it
happy.
feel?
He's just, I think it feels like a bit of a little guy, but
Well, we got a big hook here. Obviously, Corey, your job, aside from being the rod boy today, you work for the Pacific Salmon Foundation, as we all know. What's going on with the Pacific Salmon Foundation right now?
I guess our two main areas of concern are probably the science and research side of things.
Yeah.
And the other is our community grant making. So from
Yeah.
the science and research side of things, I mean, we've had a visit with the Juvenile Chinook salmon study guys.
Yeah.
So that, I mean, that Juvenile salmon study is one of the dozens of projects that are happening right now in the
Yeah.
Strait of Georgia. So there's a lot of science and research going on, and
Oh, beautiful fish.
oh, it is a nice fish.
So when you get it up a little bit close, as you know, you've done enough fishing.
Oh,
just
yeah.
back up and then I'll throw the net under them.
So for the rest of the summer, we're in the fall of 2015 here. We're gonna see some of those results come in, and it'll be very exciting. And the whole goal of that study is to bring Chinook, like this one here, and coho back to the Strait of Georgia and
Nice.
increase fishing opportunities for everyone.
Yeah, we
So-
all want that. I mean, this is such a cool spot to fish here too, right? Okay, as that head shakes.
Little screamer there. And then the other main area of concern we've got going, Mike, is our grant making program. So that's
Yeah.
the community salmon program. So every time a rec fisherman buys your salmon conservation stamp for your
Yeah.
license,
Yeah.
that money all goes back out into the community through small grants to stream keeping groups and hatchery and enhancement groups. So this year we were able to give out 1.2 million through that
Wow.
program
Awesome.
to 120 groups all across BC and the Yukon, which is
Awesome.
great.
Yeah,
so
awesome.
this guy's just hanging just below the surface
And
here still.
what sort of projects do they do with that kind of grant money?
Well, it's a bit of a mix. So
Yeah.
a lot of it is stream keeping work. So it is going to be habitat assessment and rehabilitation.
Yeah.
There's an education and awareness component, and then also the hatchery and enhancement side of things. So it's a pretty broad mix, and it's, like I said, all across BC and the Yukon. So it does go quite a long ways. And you know, the volunteers that largely operate those those projects and those community groups just do
Yeah.
such a great job, and they make the money go such a long ways as well with their volunteer work. So
Okay.
there we go.
Nice one.
Gorgeous micro flasher salmon.
The
I'm
micro.
snickering.
Just unhook that flasher then. Don't lose it. We gotta get 2 more fish on it.
Okay.
Oh, look at.
Is that a crow I just ate up there?
Is that it? Okay. It's a gorgeous fish. Gorgeous fish.
Nice one.
Yes. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Schnack 'em. You can smell the schnook, eh?
There we go. The micro flasher and the not so micro Chinook salmon here. Nice work.
That's beautiful. Gorgeous fish.
Drop your anchor. We'll be right back. Fish on. Let's get back to BC outdoor sport fishing.
Little guy.
So you're just about to switch up there. Confidence was weighing. We saw a couple fish hook up back here, so we knew that they're still here. Just got to get happy, don't they?
Been a fun morning, Mike.
It has been fun. It's a nice little scrappy fish.
Yeah,
It's
good.
okay though.
Yeah, it's a decent
Oh.
fish actually.
Yeah, gorgeous. So we talked earlier a little bit in the intro about September 2nd being we're fishing here September 2nd. But what are your seasons run? When are you usually going, and what are you offering during the year and all that?
You know what? For the most part, we basically fish every month of the year. The only months that really kind of slow down for salmon is after the first big fall rains in mid-October,
Yeah.
and then it kind of slows down into early to mid-December,
Okay.
before the winter should show up. But other than that, it's a nice fish.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Other than that, there's something to do almost every month of the year,
Yeah.
you know?
This is kind of unique to this fishery right now.
Oh.
Nice jump. This is kind of unique, this fishery right now with Chinook. It seems to be a good number of Chinook around right now too, right?
You know what? It's been an incredible year. Right now it's September 2nd, and usually we're right at the start of our white Chinook run. But
Yeah.
for right now, we seem to be getting almost all reds, and
Yeah.
they just seem to keep on coming this year. So it's been pretty encouraging. And there's been a lot of smaller fish in the 10 to 12 pound range.
Yeah.
So hopefully they're all 3-year-olds, and then next year we'll see a bunch of
Bigger fish, yeah.
4-year-olds. Like,
Large,
there's
look at
been
that.
lots of fish like this size here, you know?
Yeah. So I know you don't normally reel fish in, so I'm just gonna, you gotta, once you're ready.
Yeah, my
back
knees are
up.
knocking. I'm kind of nervous here.
Look at that.
Nice.
Seasoned veteran of bringing fish into a net, huh?
That's a nice fish.
It's a gorgeous fish.
Not a monster, but good fish.
Yeah.
Nice and bright.
Nice fish.
Yeah. Nice little chromer here.
Yeah. We had to keep him anyways, bleeding out a little bit on the side. It looked like he'd been hooked before, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But
He's got
there's-
a scar on the side there.
Yeah, lots of blood coming out, so
Right there.
better off to take him anyway, and that's what they're there for.
Yeah, perfect table fish.
Good. All right, let's in the box and back down.
Sweet, let's do it.
Some micro-trolled fish.
Oh, what do you got there?
I don't think he's that big.
Small eagle. See if we can get him on the other side
Yeah.
there, Corey.
Nice. Nice. Happy little guy? Or not so? Oh, he's got a mark on him, eh?
You had a fight with a whale or something, hey?
Yeah. Well, I think we'll get this guy in and send him on his way and see if he can't recover from that, huh?
Sounds good. Okay. Oh, and the micro flasher.
Again.
Uh-oh.
And the hooks are out. Watch yourself there.
Okay.
How's that mark on him?
Oh, he's on the other side. Hopefully don't drop him. There we go.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Definitely got away from something there.
Yeah. Oh, really?
This is a lucky
And he's
day.
still eating. Yeah.
Yeah. Ready to go?
Yeah, put him
Nice
away.
fish.
Yep. Matheson! He's on fire! Oh, no way!
There he is, he's coming at us. Oh my God. Where did he go?
That was an incredible run.
Wow, he's coming right up in behind the motors here, and he's going the other way now.
Awesome.
Right up our rear.
Came right through, almost right through the motors there, eh?
Yeah. I can't believe it's not on a one of the mini flashers either. This
Well,
is
we switched over. We got to run a little bit something different once in a
an
while.
original style flasher here.
Yeah.
That run in the boat was
Awesome.
explosive.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good
fish.
fish.
Oh, beauty.
That's a better fish we thought.
Yeah.
Nice fish, Corey.
Nice. Yeah, this is
Sea lice all over him.
a couple little ones
Look at
there,
the
yeah.
chrome, eh? Just beautiful.
Oh, a 15 or 16 pounder
Yeah.
here. Off the
Awesome.
mouth with Fraser.
Beautiful. Nice job. Nice job. Okay, well, let's get the rods back down.
Drop your anchor. We'll be right back. Tackle and gear. Here is what we've been using on the water today.
Hello, folks. We're going to talk to you about the gear that we've been using on today's episode. The rods of choice today were the classic Moochers, 10.5 made by Rapala. This is the medium light action. The reels were both Rapala reels, one the classic Moocher, and the other one is in the Shift model here. Both reels were spooled up with 25-pound Suffolks. And then, Jason, I kind of bring out a bag of tricks for you to
Bag
pick
of new
through.
tricks for me, yeah.
You got to go through and make do, right?
Yeah. Well, we, I don't know if it was an experiment or not, but Mike said that he had a bunch of success on these smaller 8-inch flashers, and they actually worked fairly well. Or actually, they did work fairly well. Yeah, we hooked a handful of springs on it, and it was followed up by a Reese Davis BC Outdoors custom teaser head, and trailed by a single 5/0 gammy, and then a number 2 treble gammy. I think 2X strong.
Yeah, both barbless,
Yep.
pinched off. And then leader line, we're using Suffolk's 30-pound fluorocarbon, about a 6-foot leader, you're saying,
Correct,
right?
yeah.
Okay, and then the odd time when we're looking to maybe try some up, a little bit of Vanchovie paste on there from Procure. And then, of course, I think the sounder was probably one of the most important things we used today. Just be able to mark where the fish were, being able to tell where they were, and the Lowrance HDS 9 touchscreen. I mean, that was incredible. You said, oh, there's a fish, watch one of these rods coming up. And sure enough, bang, right away. You predicted it. It was pretty neat to see, right?
Yeah, you can almost see the actual size of the actual target, and you're like, wow, that looks like a Chinook, or that looks like a pink, and yeah, pretty incredible.
And of course, making the long run in from Mission, I had to take the old BC Outdoors Toyota Tundra and get some cars moving out of the way when that's coming down the highway. And comfort and reliability, sure nice to have for sure.
Yeah, nice ride.
Yeah. All right, folks, we're going to follow up with a quick list. Get your pen out, and we'll see you out on the water.
All tackle and gear is available at Harbor Chandler.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, nice. Oh, double header, come on, be there. You there, Corey? Yeah, double header. Awesome. This guy's not too big.
That was a good one, hey, Corey?
Okay though, that had a good bend on it. What'd you get that one on, Corey?
That's a nice fish.
That's a gorgeous fish. This guy's not bad either.
Okay.
Casey, you put us into the fish again.
Got lucky there.
We're all checking our phones, doing some Instagramming.
And then the sounder's going crazy.
Oh, we got one off. It's okay. That's all right. No, it's okay. I almost got hit in the face with that micro flasher though. I think the theme of today's show is how many times I can say micro flasher. Yeah, no kidding. The purple on this fish is just beautiful.
Just sneak in there real quick.
Yeah, just watch your face there if this guy comes unbuttoned. Oh, like I said, there I knew it was gonna happen. It's all right. Want to let that guy go anyway.
Yeah.
Nice and small.
Double header.
Double header. Lost him at the boat.
Release them at the boat.
That's right, release. There's a difference. Yeah, that was kind of neat. Double up. Would have been nice to show the viewers those fish, but we were gonna let them go anyway. So it's better that we don't touch with the net and just let them go outside of the boat. And anyway, that was great. We had lots of fun. I think you learned some few things, both of you, right? I've introduced you to a few of my tips and tricks.
Those micro flashers were
New beginnings.
Support group for you, Jay.
Yeah, I was pretty skeptical there for a while, but we definitely got hammered a couple of times in quick succession.
Well, thanks, Jay. Thanks for having us. It was a great trip as usual.
Fun day.
Yeah, Corey, thanks for coming. Yeah. Lots of fun. And thank you folks for joining us on BC Outdoor Sport Fishing. We look forward to having you join us on a future episode.
Your Toyota BC dealers presents BC Outdoor Sport Fishing, made possible by Rapala, crafted from experience. Yamaha, Conquer Outdoors. Freshwater Fisheries Society of BC, making fishing in BC even better. The Pacific Salmon Foundation, bringing them back stream by stream. Port Boat House, our official servicing dealership. Along with